Initially, I'd planned to spend the last night of 2019 and the first night of 2020 on a local winter camping trip. Unfortunately, late on Christmas Day I came down with a bad cold and had a miserable time of it on Boxing Day and the day after. While I rapidly improved after that, I knew winter camping was out of the question. But a day hike on New Year's Day was definitely doable. Hello and Happy New Year. Those of you who watched my October video probably or may recognize where I am. I'm in Whitewater State Park in Minnesota, and I'm on the Chimney Rock Trail. Right now I'm heading towards Chimney Rock. I climbed up the hill, walking along the ridge here, walking towards the rock. I'm going to try to get some pictures of it in the snow. But after that, I'm going to do something different to what I did in October. And that something is not to trip, I hope. But I'll fill you on that later. In the meantime, or for now, I'm getting close to the Chimney Rock. I'm going to take a couple of pictures there from down below, and then I'll talk about what I'm going to do differently today. I headed to Chimney Rock, but unfortunately the wind noise completely obliterated the audio. The cloudy sky did nothing for my photo either. After I photographed Chimney Rock, I headed back the way I'd come. It was lunchtime, and I found a conveniently located bench. So while I'm here eating my lunch, I thought maybe I'd tell you a little bit about what's transpired up until now today. So I started out a little bit after sunrise this morning, got a later start than intended. But it was sunny. The car thermometer said it was in the about 22, 23 degree range, Fahrenheit of course. So a few degrees below 0 centigrade. But like I said, the sun was shining. When I first got down here, there was a lot of hoarfrost along the river. So I headed down to the river first for some photography. Didn't bother taking the video camera along because, quite frankly, I didn't think I was going to be taking very long. Well, it turned out that one picture led to another, picture led to another. I had a lot of fun. Then these clouds started moving in, and I decided to come over here and do what I originally intended to do, which was to take you along the Inspiration Point Trail. When I got back in the car after doing the photography and before driving over here, the temperature was already up to 35 degrees, so above freezing. I thought 35 degrees was supposed to be our high today, so it's going to be interesting. We do have a wind out of the south, which at the same time as making it feel cold is also the reason that it's warming up so much. So, yeah, I don't know, maybe it'll hit 40 today, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it'd be nice to have the sun back. Clouds keep looking like they're going to break up, so I keep having hopes, but then they close in again. Right here where it's been scratched off. Chimney Rock is right there, but what we're going to do now is we're going to head down along the Inspiration Point Trail. Inspiration Point is over here. I'm not sure from there whether I'm going to backtrack or whether I'm going to take the long set of steps down into the Trout Run Creek Valley and come back that way. But I'll figure that out when I get there. Well, it's going to depend on whether the trail, whether there's any ice on the trail or anything like that. There's actually quite a few people out here today. Parking lot had quite a few cars in it, and I keep coming across other people out here. They're not crowds, but definitely a lot more than I expected. But then it is nice weather, so what a great way to start out the new year. Well, I had a really nice Christmas. Those of you who watched my October backpacking trip, such as it was, it's a little bit icy up here. I gotta watch my footing. There's a point up here, but we got ice right here. I think I'm going to skip going out to the point and just go this way. Anyway, as I was saying, those of you who watched my October backpacking trip will remember that I ended up saying that if I was going to do any more backpacking, I was going to need a couple of different items. Get a carbon fiber tripod and try to get one that's compact. So after that trip, after I got home, I started investigating tripods, tripod prices, etc. It soon became obvious to me that carbon fiber was out of my league. No way I'd be able to afford that without selling a lot more pictures than what I do. But I did find, and I'll show you right now, this Manfrotto Be-Free Advanced tripod. It's aluminum, but it's lightweight, relatively lightweight aluminum. But it's supposed to be strong enough to support my camera equipment just fine. And so far it's working out just fine. So I put that on my Santa list. And Santa came through, not only with the tripod, which came with a ball head, which I like, and which is also a lot lighter than the head I had before. But I also got a head, which I didn't bring with me today, that's more suitable for video. It's not really a video head, but it has the handles and such to allow for nice panning and those type of things. Those handles are telescoping, so when they're not in use, it folds up pretty small, relatively small. But when I want to use them, I just kind of pull out on them, and they're there. So anyway, that was the one nice present I got from Santa this year, and this is my first day using it, and so far happy. I don't do good at smiley faces, but anyway, so far it's a big thumbs up. So of course, another thing on my backpacking wish list which I especially wanted for shoulder season backpacking trips, was a sleeping bag. I think I said in the 20 to 30 degree range. The other thing I'm going to have to do if I'm going to be backpacking this time of the year I'm gonna have to get a cooler weather down sleeping bag. My 40-degree bag with the liner was just barely cutting it the last couple of nights. Temperature wasn't quite down to freezing, but it was definitely down in the 30s. So just a couple of degrees above freezing. And yeah, I wouldn't want to take it any lower. Again, I investigated and discovered there was a 20-degree version of that Kelty Cosmic bag that I already had. The 40-degree bag that I bought that I was pretty impressed with, although I did complain on that backpacking trip that I was feeling a little bit chilly at night with it, when I really shouldn't have been feeling chilly, that is. Anyway, I had it out on 2 other trips that you haven't seen yet, my 2 Boundary Waters trips, and it performed just fine there. So I think it was a case that I hadn't fluffed it up enough. Who knows? But anyway, like I said, I was impressed enough with its performance that I asked for the 20-degree version, and I got that. Of course, I haven't had a chance to try that out yet, and I don't know, may not have a chance for a while. Yeah, got these steps go down, those steps go up. Gonna do that without the camera rolling. I did make it, but I did have to concentrate. Sometimes it's hard enough just to keep track of where your feet are, let alone where your camera's pointing. So there was one other item that I asked for from Santa that I got, and those are the pants I'm currently wearing, which I'll show you in a little while. Actually, 2 pairs of pants. They are fleece lined. Now, the ones I'm currently wearing are a canvas material on the outside, the fleece on the inside. The other pair are denim on the outside. I wore the denim ones a couple of times already, doing some local hiking, as well as when I was out shoveling snow yesterday. Okay, so of course cotton retains the moisture, which is why you hear the saying cotton kills, especially among winter campers. Like I said, so far, like I've been kneeling. Got somebody else coming? I've been kneeling in the snow, so my knee of my pants are wet, but so far my knee internally is not wet and it's not cold. So, but of course it's not all that cold out today either. I keep thinking I hear somebody behind me. Maybe not. So, I'm gonna have to have a colder day to really try them out. I think what I'm gonna do eventually when I can get outdoors and do it. So I'm going to take some camp dry and I'm going to spray the outsides of these, trying to make them water repellent. So hopefully I won't have the problem with them getting wet. Because I'm just afraid, like if it was, say, in the teens today, and I got them wet like this, I'd soon have them icing up on me, and they would definitely ice up on me overnight. And be awfully hard to put on in the morning if I did that. So, jury's still out on just what I think of these. The problem, I mean, in the past I've always worn fleece pants, been totally fleece. Problem is a little bit of wind and it cuts right through them. So I always have to wear something else as an outer shell on top of them. And the problem with both the fleece and the outer layers I put on top of them is they have no fly. So gonna have to try them out in colder weather sometime and just see. And you know, so the first real winter camping trip I go on, I'll wear these, but I'll also make sure I have my fleece pants along, as well as some outer pants, so I don't have any problems with that. So anyway, yeah, Santa was good to me. Now, just so that you know that Santa doesn't spoil me rotten, there was something else I asked for Christmas that I did not get. And that was these flip-top gloves. I think I said in one of my videos last year, I think I showed you my one set. I had all kinds of holes going in them and stuff, and they definitely were getting to the point where they weren't doing the job anymore. I bought, a couple of years ago, I bought a pair of flip-top gloves from Hot Hands that I never really liked, because for one thing they wouldn't stay closed, and for another thing they were hard to close. So they'd pop open all the time, and then I'd have to really struggle to get them closed if I wanted them closed. Now these, I have no big issues trying to get them closed. However, I still have the problem where they won't stay closed. And even worse yet, this little thumb top, which I never used to use on the other glove at all, definitely won't stay closed at all, and it is definitely hard to close. So I know I'm going to have problems with these when it gets colder. I had problems with them this morning already. My thumb was getting kind of cold. Now right now I do have glove liners on inside, and the reason I have the glove liners on is because they won't stay closed. And it's just a little bit too too cold out here for the glove liners, and especially if I have to lean into the snow or whatever and get them all wet. So I'm not perfectly happy with these flip-top gloves, top gloves, whatever you want to call them. I think what I might try to do is get a little piece of Velcro, or you know, the loop, what do they call it, hook and loop closures, and see if I can somehow or another sew them in or whatever to help that stay closed a lot more. And I might just sew the thumb shut, because like I said, on the other gloves it had that capability to come open. In that case they were always a pain to get open, not to get closed, and I never really needed to use them anyway. So yeah, that's so that's it for my Christmas ramblings. Anyway, I went out yesterday and bought these, so I guess you could call these a New Year's present from myself from myself. There's a nice view from right here. I think you can see. We are dropping down into the Trout Run Creek Valley. I don't know how well you can see it down there. And I don't have a hand free that I can zoom with. So, yeah, but we're definitely definitely on the downhill trend now. Had some pretty treacherous steps to go down just now. I'm not sure how far out onto the point I'm going to go though, because of the conditions. I'm too old to be taking big risks. Too old to be acting like a young fool, I guess. Not too bad coming out here. So that's the Trout Run Creek down there, down at the bottom of the hill there. Oops, it looks like I got some snow or something on the lens. I might have to clean that off in just a minute. So that should look better now. So that's Inspiration Point itself. Straight ahead of us now. Moving around. A bunch of old red cedars here. Trout Run Creek down in the valley there. Yeah. Nice little view. Well, you see we've got this narrow bridge here. Bridge, whatever. It's all snow packed and quite the drop off just beside it. And here's the point. So again, Trout Run Creek down in the valley there. Down in the valley so low. What am I planning on doing? In looking back on the last couple of years, my photography has often taken a back seat to a lot of other things. A lot of other things going on in my life. The number one thing I want to do in 2020, if you'll forgive the pun, is to return my focus to photography. Another goal, update my website, make it more user-friendly, both from me being able to upload it and you being able to find photos that you want. Hopefully I have a lot more time too to get some of these videos edited more frequently than I have been and posted. this is what I've got to negotiate. And these steps are not very wide. So packed snow. So yeah, I've really got to watch my step. So now we're back on the Trout Run Creek Trail, which I've brought you along a couple of times before. Both the other times were October trips, so this is the first time you've been here in the winter. I'm kind of heading towards the car now. I think it's time to head back to the car. Sun never did materialize. It's been fun being out here, but now I'm all hot and sweaty. Very warm. For my top layer, I've got a set of thermal micro fleece long johns, top and bottom. Top I have a fleece shirt, then a fleece jacket, and then my outer jacket. And on the bottom half I've got that got those again micro fleece long johns, and then the pants, the fleece lined pants on top of that, with temperatures in the 30s. For the kind of activity I've been doing, I'm dressed for the 20s or lower. So way overdressed, but I'd rather be overdressed than under. Okay, with that, I'm almost done with the trip, with the hike. And I probably have a couple miles left before I get back to the car. But it's mostly level, low hiking like this. So doubt that I'll have anything else to add to this other than maybe some B-roll. So thanks for watching. All the best in 2020 to all of you. All who are watching this. Thanks so much to all my YouTube subscribers, my Facebook followers, and soon to be Instagram followers. Happy New Year. Remember to stay tuned for the pictures at the end. And hope to see you on trail. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. You know the drill. You know the drill.